I'm Commissioner Charles Ramsey. Hi, this is Police Commissioner Charles Ramsey. Hello, I'm Charles Ramsey.
Charles H. Ramsey has led the Philadelphia Police Department with honor and grace from the moment he was appointed.
It is with great honor that I name Chief Charles H. Ramsey as the next police commissioner of the city of Philadelphia.
Charged with reducing crime, Ramsey led department-wide strategies to drive crime down.
We had the lowest homicide rate since 1967, the lowest violent crime rate since the 1980s.
The new commissioner made some internal changes, closing a couple of districts, naming a few new deputies, and downsizing some special units to emphasize patrol. He established a community policing model with police service areas and assigned all new officers to walk Philadelphia neighborhoods as footbeats.
I just believe very strongly that you have to have that uniform presence on the street as your basis for whatever it is that you're going to be doing in terms of crime fighting.
Ramsey's crime-fighting strategies were data-driven.
You got to understand the nature and extent of the problem before you can really think about solutions.
Ramsey stressed training that focused on tactics and the role of police in society. He championed technology as a critical tool. Commanders' pagers were replaced with smartphones. The department established SafeCam, rolled out the PIN system, established Divert, deployed the MERV, and enhanced GIS. The PPD opened the Real-Time Crime Center in the Divic, provided email for all employees, upgraded radios in the 911 audio recording system, and started using automated license plate readers. The department also established a digital evidence system and a gunshot detection system, upgraded MDCs, began recording suspect statements, and piloted body-worn cameras.
We've come from call boxes for communication, pin maps for tracking crime, typewriters, card files to manage our data.
Under Ramsey's watch, the department became more social with things like Twitter and Facebook. The PPD website, phillypolice.com, delivered surveillance videos of crime suspects, ways to report problems, and access to officer-involved shooting information.
So we're giving access to people, unprecedented access to what goes on inside of a police department.
While gaining incredible ground, members of the department suffered deep loss, with 8 police officers killed in the line of duty in little more than 7 years. Sergeant Stephen Lesbinsky, Officer Isabel Nazario, Sergeant Patrick McDonald, Officer Moses Walker, Sergeant Timothy Simpson, Officer John Pulowski, Officer Brian Lorenzo, and Sergeant Robert Wilson. Their photos hung in the Commissioner's conference room.
It reminds us of just how important what we do. I mean, we assign people and put them in harm's way every day.
Despite the dangers of the job, Ramsey swore his own son in as a Philadelphia police officer in 2015.
Solemnly swear.
His support for young people was evident as a teen aspiring to be a cop shadowed him, and as 6th grade protesters questioned him.
Coming up with an idea like this at your age says an awful lot about you as an individual, and you should really be congratulated. I know your parents are very, very proud of you.
Ramsey had a little fun with the Ice Bucket Challenge fundraiser for ALS.
Let's make it rain. That's cold.
And the hoagie-making rivalry with firefighters.
Police!
Next year, I think we're going to slow down a little bit to make it a little more competitive.
Ramsey really let his hair down while in the barber's chair, talking with folks during the Commish Chat podcast. Questions ranged from crime to Philly favorites and sports.
No, I like the Eagles, but I'm going to always pay attention to what the Bears are doing. Now, the Bears ain't going to do nothing this year. I'll tell you that right now.
Ramsey also seemed to let his hair down to champion fast food while updating the media on the rescue of several missing women who'd been held captive in a house for years.
Heard screaming. I meet my McDonald's. I come outside.
Oh, wrong Charles Ramsey. Well, this Ramsey of Cleveland briefly edged Commissioner Ramsey out of his spot on the Google search throne. All joking aside, Cleveland Charles Ramsey's viral fame could not diminish our Charles Ramsey's reputation.
Rather than a thin blue line, I think of us as police, as being a thread woven throughout the communities that we serve, a thread that actually holds together the fabric of that community and even the fabric of democracy.
The commissioner's law enforcement vision, leadership, and expertise mapped out a path from the streets of Chicago, where the foundation of his policing savvy developed, through Washington, D.C., where he led the Metropolitan Police Force during 9/11, to Philadelphia, where his focus on data-informed strategies and community policing placed the nation's fourth largest police department on a national stage. And as a critical focus on police use of force intensified across the country, Ramsey invited the Department of Justice to review Philadelphia's policies and practices. President Barack Obama tapped Commissioner Ramsey to lead the President's Task Force on 21st Century Policing.
I want to thank Chuck Ramsey, the Commissioner of the Philadelphia Police Department.
Ramsey also worked with Presidents George W. Bush and Bill Clinton. This E.F. Hutton of policing has been saluted with countless honors and awards. Among them, one of only 5 leadership awards ever given by the Major City Chiefs Association.
This means an awful lot to me because this was given to me by my peers. I mean, police chiefs around the country, Canada, United Kingdom.
While 47 years in law enforcement has taken Charles Ramsey around the globe, he is honored to retire from the Philadelphia Police Department.
It has really, really been something very special. I think Philly's the highlight of my career, to be honest with you.
It's those of us here and now that must strengthen the foundation of policing, plan for the future, and prepare those coming behind us to meet the evolving challenges of tomorrow. This can be our collective legacy.
Charles H. Ramsey, thank you for your service. The best to you and your family during the next leg of your journey.